Hello, my dear friends. Today we're talking about doing things over, starting over, begin again in your home. And that's what we're talking about. So I want you to not feel disappointed if you've let things get out of control. You can begin again. You can turn over a new leaf. You can start again today. So I want you to think about that. Where can I start? Well, in the old FlyLady system, she always started with shining your sink. And you certainly can start there if your house is just beyond control. Empty out your sink and clean it really good. However you choose to. You know, when I put in the old directions on how to clean your sink, shine your sink, and there's an old video on here for that if you want to watch it, I got all kind of feedback from people saying, oh no, mine's metal, I can't do this, I can't do that. Clean it however you think best. If you haven't been cleaning it, anything is better than nothing, okay? Clean it. The idea is that you're going to clean the sink. You're going to clean around the drain. You're going to clean the basket that goes in the hole. You're going to clean around the faucets. You're going to clean that sink until it shines. If it's metal, you can take a little olive oil when you're cleaning it, done cleaning, and put it on a rag and wipe it down, make it look shiny. Now, I highly recommend something like Barkeeper's Friend because it doesn't scratch. You can use it on porcelain. You can use it on aluminum. The original series from FlyLady says to fill your sink with water and put a cup of bleach in it, hot water, and let it sit for an hour. You can do that if you want to. If you don't, at least clean it with some Barkeeper's Friend, okay? Get it nice and clean. And then you can say, now my sink is clean. I never want to have dishes in here again. So you're going to start by cleaning all your dishes in your nice clean sink or in your dishwasher. Maybe you have to do several loads. If it's an all-day project, it's an all-day project. Get them all clean and put away. When you put them away, you're going to notice, if your house is a wreck, that you probably have way too many dishes and cups and things like that in your cabinets, which is why the dishes are everywhere. So think about giving some of that stuff away. Throw away, put away, give away, okay? So we are in zone 1 this week. Zone 1 is your entryway. But if your house is really in bad shape, start in your kitchen, okay? Zone 1, if it's not in bad shape, start in your entryway. I'm talking about bad shape, and you know what I'm talking about if it's you, okay? If it's not in bad shape, just straighten it up, get it nice, and then work on your entryway. We are going to walk through every zone this week together, every zone this month together. Our theme for this week is the entryway. That means inside, walking into your house and going out of your house. That might mean you have a side door. You might have a garage door entryway. You might have a mudroom that goes to the garage, and that's part of your entryway. A front door. Some people just have an apartment and just have a front door, and it's just a door. Well, then make sure that door is clean. Does it have dirty hand spots on it? You know, a maintenance man came into my apartment home 2 days ago, and as I was going out of my door this morning, I noticed smudges on the inside of my door. So I took a moment and wiped them off. But you know, if you don't see those things, if you're so busy, then one day you'll look and say, yuck, how did this get this way? Especially if you have little children. So get a wet microfiber cloth and wipe your door, your door edge there. Wipe the handle, get it clean, inside, outside. If you have a doorbell, look at that. Does that look grungy? Would you want to push that if you were coming to your house? Is it nice for someone to come in? It's spring. Is it time? Do you live in an area where you can put some fresh flowers in a pot? Or do you live in an area where those flowers are that from last year, which were annuals, not perennials, that means they're only 1 year, not over and over, have died? Let's get rid of that. Get ready for spring. Okay, so we're turning over a new leaf. We're starting again. We're beginning again in our day, in our day, in our week, in our month, and in our year. So this year is your year. This is your year. We're in the spring. It's the new part of the year. It's time for hope. It's time for promise. You can do this. You are brave. You are strong. You can do hard things. And the hard part of this is right here. It's really not hard. It looks hard because you have an emotional attachment and maybe some emotional angst over the shape of your house, but it's not hard because a third party like me or someone you hire could come in and say, okay, trash, 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 where you might say, oh no, that was my grandfather's. oh, no, I'm keeping that. And maybe you have every right to keep that. I mean, you do have every right to keep that, but you have the space for it and it truly is something you love and you look at it every now and then and think of your grandpa. That's okay. Remember, in your home, your storage has to contain the things you love, need, use, and want. If you have room after that, then you can keep other things that you choose to keep. But be picky because you don't want to live in a storage unit. Your square footage is so expensive. Think about that. How expensive does each square foot of my house, how much is it worth? And how much square footage is being taken by trash, junk, and things I'm storing that I'll never use again, and things that I'm storing that I probably won't use again. So let's begin again. Let's have a new way of thinking. Let's open our hearts to something wonderful. Let's get together and get our house clean. Finally, I know you may have done it before. I know you can do it. I know you may have never done it before, and it's all okay. You are going to be able to do it this time, and then we're going to maintain it by doing little things to maintain it. One thing is a clutter stop. A clutter stop is when you look around every day at the places you have already decluttered and you say, oh, how did that get there? That has a home. It doesn't belong there. And you put it away. Somebody asked me in one of the comments from last week, what if I'm constantly picking up everybody else's stuff? I say, be firm but kind and say, listen, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm working on this house and I don't want it to look like this again. This is not a good place for us to live. We need to live in this place in a clean and streamlined environment. You want it to be streamlined and you want places for things so that you know where your things are. Everybody has things, and that's okay. And your story is different from my story. Your home is different from my home. Your family is different from my family. Each of us is unique, but work within this list of things to do, and you're going to have a much better life. I highly recommend you watch my old video, how to do the FlyLady cleaning system for newbies. It's way back when I first started this about 7 years ago online. But if you take the time and you get a notepad and you take notes, it's going to make a difference. But I'm going to get back to that question. What if I'm always picking up after everyone else? Well, first of all, just know as the mother of the house, you are setting an example. You may have a very sloppy husband who will never get it, and there's nothing you can do about that. But your children, they need to get it. They need to learn. So you will say, hey, here's what we're going to do. I'm getting rid of the trash in here, and you're going to notice little by little things are going to look better, but we're going to find homes for the things we love. We're going to find homes. So our shoes go in the closet, not scattered all over the place, or in the box by the front door, or whatever you decide in your life. Our pillows go on the couch, not on the floor. Our throw goes on the back of the chair, or whatever. You know, you've got a place for things. Cups go in the dishwasher when they've been used, or in the sink in the dishwater, or whatever, you know, or washed up and put in the dish rack, whatever your rules are in your house. But they don't belong sitting around. So you have like a family meeting and you talk about it. And then the next day, whatever you've cleared, maybe you cleared your dining table. And all of a sudden, your purse is there, your sweater is there, your keys are there, the dog's leash is there, your children's school books are there, a cup is there from your other child. So you'll say, okay, this is what I mean. We don't even know when we're doing this. So let's pick this up and put it where it goes. We already know that I have a place for the dog's leash. It's the hook by the door. Mary, you walk to the dog. Please put on the hook by the door. Nobody's in trouble, okay? We're just reminding everybody. I left my sweater and my purse and my keys. I'm the worst. So my keys go in my purse. My purse goes on the chair seat by the front door, or on the entryway table, or in the closet on the shelf, or wherever you decide it goes there. And my sweater goes on the hanger, my cardigan, and in the closet. Now these things will takes 20 seconds to hang up a sweater, okay? It takes 20 seconds. It takes about that long to put your purse and keys away. And everybody else will notice it doesn't take long. What takes a long time is when that table is piled up. And that's what happens. When you leave clutter, it's a magnet for other clutter. So be kind, but be firm and keep that clutter picked up. That's how you begin again in your home. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a fantastic week, and I hope you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.